Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming back. I'm going to give you a clip with tonight, which I thought was quite important, and it has to do with the origins of the jab thing, virus stuff, thingy. And in Canada, where I'm doing this from, we have our own challenges with this little time that's happening. We have ultimatums being made by the government. I see in England just recently, Boris Johnson has dropped all the restrictions. No passports, no masks, no nothing. Kids can go back to school. Boris Johnson, wow. And why was that? Because he himself does not observe all the restrictions. He doesn't do it. None of his party members do it. Lots of very rich people, very powerful people do nothing. As we get to see with AOC going to Florida, a place that she hates because Mar-a-Lago's there. But anyway, I digress. There was a show on, it's Stephen Colbert's show. And Stephen Colbert is famous because a man named Jon Stewart made him famous. He had little skits on Jon Stewart's show, and then he spun off on his own. And he is a tremendous Trump hater. Beyond belief. The depth of hatred he has for Donald Trump is beyond belief. But he also claims to be a Christian. Very Christian man. But he hates Donald Trump. So, this is Jon Stewart. I don't have a picture of Stephen Colbert right now. But Jon Stewart, I'm going to add the clip right now. You watch it on your own. Decide what it is. But Jon Stewart's going to tell you where this virus came from. And you will see that Stephen Colbert is so upset because Jon Stewart is agreeing with Donald Trump. And Stephen Colbert is so beside himself, he takes a big slurp of coffee and he's about to squirt it all over Jon Stewart. But he has a little problem. Jon Stewart jumps right out of his chair and runs away from him. Because he dares to agree with Donald Trump, the man that Stephen Colbert so viciously hates, like Alec Baldwin and Mr. De Niro. I don't know why Hollywood, but Hollywood is communist. That's where communism lives. It has for many years. It has infiltrated the thinking of America, movies, television shows, all that stuff. Pretty hard to deny it after a while when the TV keeps pounding it into your brain. So anyway, please watch it, and my friends are going to speak to you at the end. Thanks very much for listening. Bye-bye.
Attitude to science. Science has, in many ways, helped ease the suffering of this pandemic, which was more than likely caused by science. And that's kind of... No. Now, listen.
It's coffee. I would do that. I would do that to you. What do you mean by it? Do you mean like perhaps there's a chance that this is created in a lab? There's an investigation.
A chance?
Well,
oh
my God! There's evidence. I'd love to hear.
There's a novel respiratory coronavirus overtaking Wuhan, China. What do we do? Oh, you know what we could ask? The Wuhan novel respiratory coronavirus lab. The disease is the same name as the lab. That's just a little too weird, don't you think? And then I ask those scientists, they're like, how did this... So wait a minute, you work at the Wuhan respiratory coronavirus lab. How did this happen? And they're like, a pangolin kissed a turtle. And you're like, no, the name of your lab. If you look at the name, let me see your business card. Show me your business card. Oh, I work at the coronavirus lab in Wuhan. Oh, because there's a coronavirus loose in Wuhan. How did that happen? Maybe a bat flew into the cloaca of a turkey and then it sneezed into my chili and now we all have coronavirus. Like, come on. Okay. What about this?
Okay.
Listen to this.
Wait a second.
All right, John. Oh my God. There's been an outbreak of chocolatey goodness near Hershey, Pennsylvania. What do you think happened? Like, I don't know. Maybe a steam shovel made it with a cocoa bean. Or it's the chocolate factory. Maybe that's it.
That could be.
think the whole world can plainly see now that the Chinese Communist Party is
The more we see, the more we know. Every sign, every piece of evidence that we've seen to date continues to stack up to suggest that this did indeed come. This Wuhan virus came from the virology lab there in Wuhan. We've seen almost no evidence that supports the zoonotic theory that it somehow leapt from a bat to another species. This wasn't the politically correct thing to say back in the spring of last year when I began to see evidence accumulating in that direction. What precisely happened, we don't know. But every one of those laboratories that the Chinese engage in, just like, frankly, every state-owned enterprise, is operated and controlled by the People's Liberation Army or their security apparatus. That's certainly true at the Wuhan Institute of Virology as well. We don't know precisely what was taking place there because the Chinese Communist Party is covering it up and won't let us know. But there are a lot of unanswered questions about what these activities were, why they were engaged with them, were they connected to their military in any way, and if in fact this leak came from that laboratory.
Wow, Pedro gives you his special gypsy glasses and this is what you choose to look at? Pedro is not very sorry for you.